growth that they need to then make flowers next spring, which is exactly what we're doing today, is planting all the plants that you all or your students from last year grew in your class, which is really, really exciting because the cycle of prairie restoration that we do here at CNLM is harvesting wild seeds from prairies like this one, and then we're able to get a lot of seeds, and then we are able to give seeds to people like Mr. Gunn in your class, which is where you grew those plants from our seeds, and now those plants are being returned to a property like here, which is really exciting.
TSA, such a beautiful and strong club, home with a bunch of technology, experience, physique, and highly professional. Probably the most professional thing I have ever seen. Yes, truly, very professional, very hardworking, and wait a minute, is this guy just playing video games? Doesn't he know that this club isn't meant for these silly little games? Everyone has a specific role to do in this club. Everyone's working really hard, including that man right there. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing a good job doing it. And are these people having fun? This is meant to be a serious club. They might be focused, like they need to start working and start being serious, just like how serious this club is. Like, You know what? It's fine. It's fine that they're not serious for this club. Maybe it doesn't need to be serious. Maybe it just needs to be fun. And to work hard while having fun. Maybe that's the whole point of a club. Is to have fun with the friends that are with you. To have fond memories. Maybe that's the point of the club. To have fun. To have a lovely experience with your friends. Have fond memories. And maybe, just maybe, I'll do the same.
Welcome to the weight room. This is a place to improve you and only yourself. The weight room is open to all for after-school sessions, and also has class periods where you can get a good workout in. During school, the weight room is usually ran by Mr. Glock and Mr. Melhot. After school, it's ran by coaches, Mr. Snow and Mrs. Ricco, both of which are very respectful. In the weight room, everyone is united. If you have a question, almost everyone in there will be more than happy to help. It is a very positive environment that has no people that will try to keep you down. So please, stop by and get stronger anytime.
Wolves, I'm here with our cross-country state qualifier, McKenna Legault, asking her a few questions. So McKenna, how was your cross-country experience given that this was your first year doing cross-country?
It was pretty good. There was a good group of kids to run with, so it made the experience fun.
Yeah. What do you do outside of the season to stay conditioned for cross-country?
I do long distance and track and field, and then I like to go on runs on my own time.
All right. And then, what is your favorite course to run and why?
It was probably the district one because it was a good golf course and there weren't any rocks to trip on. So it was pretty nice.
All right, thank you.
I had never actually intended to be a teacher. Like when I was a kid, I played with stuffed animals and lined them up in a row to try and teach them math. But as I got older and I was in high school, I had no idea what I was going to do. We had a career center, but I didn't like access that or have any of that desire, I guess. I don't know. Nobody really helped me with that piece. I knew that I wanted to be like my parents because they're both entrepreneurs. And I was told I had to go to college. So that was like a non-negotiable in my family growing up. And I'm glad for that because I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't go to college. So I became a teacher because of a number of people in my life, but that was never the actual goal. Like I wanted to own my own business, so I went to SPSCC, so South Puget Sound Community College, to get an AA because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I took a bunch of classes that had nothing to do with like high school because your first 2 years are essentially high school. And then I got a soccer scholarship at St. Martin's, so I played at St. Martin's, and I asked the counselor, like, what's the fastest way to get out of here? Because I hated school. And that was a business degree. So I actually have a business administration degree in management. I did that, and I actually did event planning. So I planned weddings and coordinated weddings for about 1.5 years. And then after that, I worked at Cutter's Point Coffee for a number of years. And then I became a supervisor at the Hawks Prairie store and then a manager at the Kent store. And that was too far away. Driving like 45 minutes at 4 o'clock in the morning is really tough. And so I actually got a job at Dancing Goats Coffee down in Olympia, Lacey area. And that was an awesome company. It was super fun to work for, but what I was originally hired for was not what the job was. And I didn't feel like I was using my degree to my best ability. So I talked to my uncle. He used to be our athletic director here, Don Farler. And he said, you should make a change. And so I asked him about education and teaching and all the ins and outs of that. And then Dave Myers, who's our principal here, said that there were a couple positions open. So I applied to all sorts of school districts for actually what Miss Nichols and Miss Fortner do. So I applied for a lot of administrative assistant jobs because that's what my degree was in, was business administration. And that didn't really happen. So I applied for para jobs. So what Miss Fallon and Mr. Tommy do, and they hired me here at Black Hills High School, which was really cool, and I loved it. I worked in the life skills classroom. The students are super awesome. They're fun. Students in the resource department they have a lot of candor. So there's a lot of honest and blunt responses, which I actually really enjoy and like. So the next thing you know, they find out I have an actual degree. And at that time, when I came to Black Hills High School, there weren't enough substitute teachers. And so every day our building was in a deficit of having enough supervisors in classrooms. So I became what they call an eCert, so emergency certificate, for being able to sub in the classroom. I really enjoyed it. And then Roger Bessie, who used to be our horticulture teacher, and Mr. Farler, they were like, you need to go back to school and become a teacher. So I went back to school, and now I'm a teacher, and here I am, which is kind of crazy.
And what inspired you to become a teacher instead of continuing on the pathway that you were?
Actually, coaching. So I after playing, while I was playing in college, I was also coaching younger players. And then when I graduated in 2008, I actually started coaching with Black Hills Football Club, and I loved it. I loved being able to help players get better. And that's teaching, essentially. I mean, coaching and teaching kind of go hand in hand. And I didn't realize how much I missed that until I came to Black Hills High School. And at that time, Mr. Farler had asked if I wanted to coach the girls' soccer team. And so I did that, and the girls were so amazing. Their personalities, the way they clicked, the way they wanted to learn and get better was so cool. And I thought, yeah, this is it. And then there was another moment in the classroom that like solidified that I need to go back and get my master's in teaching. There's something incredibly moving and special about like literally seeing a light bulb click on for somebody. And it reminded me of being a student and how like I had a couple teachers in my life who really helped me, and a couple coaches that really helped me understand, because I wasn't a good student. I like struggled in school. I don't know, it's just something special. It's really the students and athletes that helped me. I just needed some colleague support to like be pushed to do it.
What was your biggest challenge coming to be a teacher?
Oh gosh, I was thrown into it, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know if I could have done what the rest of my colleagues have done, which is start at education at a young, when you're young, right? Like you're 18 years old and then gone through that system and that formal process. I'm grateful that the people in this building supported me and believed in me, and kind of like put me out there, because it really helped in my college classes. I was able to bring back real life experience, things that are truly happening in the classroom, to enrich the lessons in my college class. So yeah, the struggles though are, there's so many different personalities, and there's so many things to teaching that you don't expect. Like when I originally signed up for this, I didn't expect to be like, this sounds horrible, but like a parent and like a big sister and like a big aunt and a counselor, and I don't know, a teammate, and all of these things. Like, teaching is more than just the academics. Like, teaching is more than I need to get you to do Common Core standards and help you. Like, it is about your character and building you up to be able to access resources and tools on your own so you can be your own awesome human outside. So I guess the biggest challenge is really like, how do I support students so they can excel at their best in life after high school?